Jamaica has now 35 cases. If it's your first time on my channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. The Ministry of Health and Wellness National Surveillance Unit has advised that 45 samples tested positive for COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. This has also brought the total number of confirmed cases in the island to 350 as of Sunday, April 26. Overall, Jamaica now has 34 imported cases, 9 cases that are locally transmission with no epidemiological links. 178 are local transmission cases related to a workplace cluster. 94 are contracts of a confirmed case, and 35 cases are under investigation. 7 people have died, while 28 patients have recovered. The Ministry of Health and Wellness Surveillance Unit advised that the samples were tested positive in the last 24 hours. In the meantime, 11 of the 45 new cases are employees of the workplace cluster in St. Catherine. The new 45 cases are comprised of 19 males and 26 females who range in the ages of from 1 year to 75 years old. 14 are contracts of persons confirmed employed in the workplace cluster, 10 are contacts of the confirmed cases, and 10 are under investigation. 178 of the 350 confirmed cases are employees in the workplace cluster in St. Catherine. Overall, Jamaica now has 34 imported cases, 9 local transmission, as we have heard before. 395 samples were tested in the last 24 hours at the National Influenza Center and the National Public Health Laboratory, bringing the total number sample tested to 3,262, with 350 positive. Sorry about that. 2,890 negative, and 22 samples are pending. There are now 321 persons in isolation and 91 in quarantine at a government facility. 7 persons have died and 28 patients have recovered. Investigation launched that this is the death of this mother. The Ministry of Health and Wellness, the Honorable Christopher Tufton, MP, has called for an urgency investigation into the matter relating to the dead patient who recently gave birth at the Spanish Town Hospital. According to Dr. Tufton, we wish to express our deepest condolences and regret to the family and friends at the passing of the young lady who recently gave birth at the Spanish Town Hospital. I have asked for a thorough investigation to be done, and as soon as the report becomes available, we'll make this information known to the public. I have also asked that the protocol surrounding admission of the patient, including those who are suspected COVID-19 patients, to be reviewed and for health personnel to be re-sanitized. In the meantime, we'll give the necessary support to the newborn child who remains stable in hospital. We're also making counseling service available to the family members and those who are impacted by this loss, Dr. Tufton added. It's a really sad case. Clinical management summary as has 6 o'clock p.m. on Sunday, April 26, 2020. The numbers of samples tested were 3,000. 262. Samples tested in the last 24 hours, 395. Numbers of samples that returned positive resulted, 350. Numbers of deaths is 7. Numbers of persons recovered and discharged is 28. Total numbers of hospitalized patients, including patients who are COVID-19 positive and or suspected COVID-19 patient, that's 114. Numbers of cases critically ill, 3. Numbers of patients moderately ill, 5. Numbers of persons in facilities isolation outside of hospital, 128. Numbers of patients in steps down transitional facilities, 25. Numbers of persons in home isolation, 54. Numbers of persons in quarantine at the government facility, 91. So this is the news out of Jamaica for now. So my viewers and subscribers, just let us follow a little on, man. It has nothing to do with nobody locking you down, you know. It has to do with you being sick, turning up at the hospital, and then you are denied the chance to be looked after, as we have heard in a case that passes by. It's you who has the disease that transmitted the disease to another person. You become a murderer. You see, we don't like murderers, but this one now is pushing you up to be one murderer too, because you sneeze, you cough, or whatever it is, and it is transmitted to another person. And the next thing you know, if they come to lock you up, what would you say? You say, oh, I'm not guilty. But then again, you are guilty as charged because you did not obey just a little restrictions, 14 days or 28 days. My viewers and subscribers, lend me your views on this now. Let us talk about this one. Let me hear what you have to say. Once again, this is JCon TV out of Zurich, saying unto each and every one of us, wash your hands, stay safe, walk in peace, my friend. Shalom.